Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone a little bit, okay? I wanted to do a holiday makeup look, but I was going through my things and I knew I wanted to do like a drugstore holiday makeup look. And then I was going through my makeup and I came across the Profusion Temptress palette, which I recently used in a video. I wanna use this again. And I was kind of swatching some of the colors and I swatched the silver and I was like, I should do a silver because I've always done like gold eyes for wintertime or for the holidays, or like bronze, you know, like those colors are in my comfort zone. I don't think I've ever put a silver on my eyelid. Maybe I have before. I seriously can't remember if I have. And so I don't know. I wanted to play with the silver, and I swear I read a comment from one of you guys a couple weeks ago asking me to do a silver and navy eye look. So I'll be honest, I went on Pinterest and I was like, silver and navy eyeshadow look. And I found some pictures. So I'm gonna kind of like go off of what I found, kind of go off of my own intuition. I don't really know what to expect. Like I found this look on Pinterest and I just feel like it's really beautiful. So I'm gonna try to create something similar. I don't know if I'm gonna do it completely the same. Anyway, that's the plan. So here's the before and after so you guys can see what we're getting into. Obviously right now at this current moment, I don't know what I'm gonna be creating, but you guys just saw it. So hopefully you like it. So let's just get right into it. I've already got my brows on and I came across this Maybelline Tattoo Studio crayon pencil thing, this brow tint pen. I don't remember buying this, but it was not sent to me, so I must have bought it. And I used that in the inner portions of the brow, and I really liked it. It kind of has an interesting applicator. It looks like this, and you can just use it to make hair-like strokes. I'm pretty sure it was my first time using it. I literally don't remember ever using it before, but then I also filled in kind of the ends of the brows with my CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil, so that's all we've got in the brows right now. Let's do eyes first because we're using silvers and navy blues. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Concealer, and we're gonna go ahead and put this on the eyelid to cancel out any veins or discoloration, and it's also going to help us prep for eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. I'm just gonna go ahead and go into my number 7 Translucent Loose Light. What is it? No. Translucent Perfect Light Loose Powder. Loose Light, bless my heart. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the concealer using some of this. I'm a little nervous. I really hope that this look turns out cute on me. I don't know. I've never been a silver kind of girl. Like, even with jewelry, I just have always worn gold. I love gold, so this will be interesting. All right, I'm kind of looking at the photo and I'm wanting to go into this shade right here first. This is just a matte gray and it's called Vinyl, and I feel like it's gonna be a good way to kind of start off this look. Yeah, let's go ahead and start to apply this in the crease a little bit. I'm using a very light layer because I'm scared. So I'm gonna start with something very, very light and easy so that, you know, I don't botch it with just the transition shade. And I'm just gonna buff this back and forth. I wonder if there was something on this brush because that's looking a little pink. I need to wash my brushes. Oh dear. I'm gonna swap brushes because I feel like that had something on it. And let's see if that looks any different on this eye. Or maybe it has like a little bit of a pink once you blend it out. Probably not, but we'll see. I'm building it up more on this outer portion here because off of that photo, it seems like she has most of the dark colors on this half of the eye, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna darken it up. I want some of the grays to still be in this inner portion, but I want this part to be more intense. That probably just ensures that your eyes don't look too heavy or weighed down by keeping the darker colors closer to the outside of the eye. I'm just gonna drag what's left on the brush down to meet the lash line right here, just to kind of create a nice gray base along the outer portion of the lash line. I feel like I want to mix Enigma and Trouble, which is the navy blue and the black. Maybe I'll go in with the navy blue first. I'm just gonna use the exact same brush. And I'm gonna start to work this on the outer portion of the eye. I'm not sure if this photo in particular has any navy blue in it, but I wanted to incorporate more blue in with it just because the silver, I swatched the silver and it looks just like my nail polish, which looks white in a lot of lights, but in natural lighting, there's a little hint of blue to the nail polish. And so I felt like it was a very similar, if not exact, match to my polish. So we're adding blue. And I'm applying it just on the outer V here, going into the crease a little bit, blending it into the gray, but not too high up, if that makes sense. Because I still want that gray color to be what transitions us up into the brow bone. It looks a little more royal blue than navy blue on my lid once you apply it, but I'm thinking once I add the black in there, it will turn a little more navy. So I'm gonna dip into the black. I think it's black. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on the very outer corners of the eye. And I'm just gonna keep building this up, buffing it in circular motions into the blue to really blend it into each other. Yeah, I feel like that makes it look a little bit more navy to me, and I really, really like it. Once there's a little bit left on the brush, I'm lightly taking it out toward the end of the brow just so we can get more of a faded effect toward this outer portion of the eye. I just want everything to blend into the skin and out toward the skin really nicely, if that makes sense. So just everything have more of a faded, diffuse look. So again, I'm looking at this photo. She has a very similar eye shape to mine, and she's keeping most of the dark colors pretty far out to the outside. So I'm really not gonna bring it in toward the crease very much for this, just to try something new, and we'll see how we like it at the end. So I just dipped into this shade right here called Onyx. Is that how you say that? O-N-Y-X, Onyx? I never know how to say that word. And it has a little bit of glitter in it, but it's mostly like a very deep black eyeshadow. So I'm adding that to just the very outer corner of the eyes to add even more dimension there. Okay, folks, this is where things get crazy. Let's go ahead and dip into Sorcery, which is that silver shade in the palette here. I'll show you. It's this one right here. I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm just going to press this on the eye. I might end up using my finger because when I used my finger to swatch it earlier, it like applied really, really well. So I'm not sure how well it's gonna work with a brush, but I'm trying to have a little more precision since it's a smoky eye. Let's see what she did. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my finger. Ooh, I got it on. I got it on the lid. I hate that. Okay, we'll fix it in a second. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that silver shade with my finger. Yes, see how much better it applied with my finger? And I'm gonna pop this on the inner portion of the lid. Whoa, it's really pretty. I'm kind of patting it over top of the darker shades. And we need to fix this eye situation before I go crazy. Question is, do we have a clean brush? I feel like this one's a good one. I'm just gonna dust that away. Wow, that silver is really cool. It's got a blue undertone for sure. Doesn't it match my nails like perfectly? By the way, this is Kale Polish Sophie and Winter is Coming layered on top of each other, and it's so pretty. I've been loving that nail combo. All right, I'm going back into that flat brush that I had just to add that precision back into this area of the eyelid right here. And I am kind of pressing over that line with my finger because I want the shape there, but I don't necessarily want a cut crease. I'm gonna take the other side of that brush and I'm gonna dip into this shade right here, which is called Hard Rock. And it looks like a deeper, like gunmetal kind of color. So I'm gonna use that to blend the silver into the matte black that we have on the outside. I'm going back in with the brush that we used on the outer portion of the eye and just kind of blending over everything again. I'm kind of going back and forth, just making sure that everything is as intense as I want and that it's blended over top of each other the way I want it to be. All right, so going off this photo, she does have a black liner on. I didn't bring one, and I don't know if I have a favorite from the drugstore, so I'm just gonna use my Smashbox one. I'm sorry, this part is not drugstore. If you have any drugstore recommendations for a good black eyeliner, please leave them down below. I'm still on the hunt for a great one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line the top lash line using this. And I'm going from inner corner all the way to the outer corner. She didn't do a wing or anything, so I'm just gonna stop it at the edge. I'm adding in a little bit more of the shade Enigma. That's the blue shade. I just felt like when I added the black, I maybe lost a little bit of that more navy hue. It's definitely more like a blackened blue when I mix the two, but I think it's really pretty, so I wanted to make sure that we had more blue. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up any fallout that's under the eyes. And I normally try to make a pretty sharp edge, but going off of that photo, she doesn't have a very harsh line. So I'm just gonna clean up the areas that I feel like need a little cleaning up, and I'm gonna press it down so that we have a little bit more of like a rounded edge, something like that. All right, let's load up the mascara. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I've been so into this. I honestly cannot put it down, and I'm gonna do quite a few coats because with any smoky eye, I love like a bold lash, and I'm trying not to use false lashes in this look. I might, but we'll see. I'm just gonna see how full I can get my lashes to look with just mascara. All right, so let's move on to base products. I wanna use the Pixi Skin Treats Rose Flash Balm for kind of like a moisturizer and primer since it's the winter time and my skin is very, very dry. So I'm gonna use this and also another primer just for effect. This is more for hydration. The other one I'm gonna show you is more for the effect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this all over the skin. All right, and then I was going through my my drugstore primer drawer and I found the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion in the shade Fair Glow. I don't know if I've ever tried this. I feel like I've tried the light one before and it's more of a golden undertone. This kind of looks more pink in the bottle. I'm a little nervous to try it, but I felt like it would be really pretty with like a wintry eyeshadow look, so we're gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of this on the skin as well. It's actually blending into the skin really nicely. I thought it was gonna be kind of silvery, but it's more champagne than I was anticipating, which is a good thing. For foundation today, I really wanted to use the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. I mixed 2 shades, so that's what we're gonna do today. I might not have needed to mix the 2 because I feel like I'm pretty fair right now. That might be a little dark, but it's too late. I already mixed it and I don't want to waste any foundation, so we're just gonna try to make this work. We'll see how it goes. It's just slightly dark. It's not like too crazy. I'm blending this out with the Real Techniques Ultimate Buffing Brush. So I like to initially distribute product on the face with a brush, and then I'm gonna go and take some of what's left on my hand with a sponge and go back over the complexion with a sponge just to add more coverage and also to give it a little bit more of a dewy finish. Making sure to blend it down my neck because it's looking a little bit dark right now. Maybe this will help. I'm gonna go ahead and add the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Fair underneath the eyes. So I'm thinking maybe that will help kind of lighten the complexion a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that to the T-zone and blend it out with my same sponge that we've been using. And I feel like that's helping it look a little better. Well, I must say, even though the color was a little off with the foundation, that combo made my skin look flawless. Like the foundation with this concealer. I really like it. Okay, let's go into powder again. And this is just the same number 7 powder that I used earlier. And I'm just gonna go ahead and press that on the under eye area to lock that down before it creases at all. And I'm making sure to really just press, not wipe, so that we don't remove any of the concealer that's underneath. And then I'm gonna take a bigger powder brush and set the rest of the face using that exact same powder. So I'm gonna press the powder into the skin to lock it all in. All right, let's finish up the under eye. She has it pretty dark. And she also has an eyeliner along the lower lash line, like a black one. Makes me a little nervous, but I really want to recreate this look as best as I can. I'm going to take this Urban Decay 24/7 eye pencil. This is in the shade Black Market. And I'm going to run this across the entire lower lash line, as well as in the waterline. This part kind of freaks me out, to be honest, because I've never done this with a black eyeliner before, like in my life. So we'll have to see how it turns out. Could love it, I could hate it, you just never know. And then I'm gonna take a brush and just buff out the liner along the lower lash line. I'm also tightlining the top just to hide the lash line on the top lash line as well. I'm gonna take another itty bitty brush and dip into Sorcery, which is that silver shade. And I'm popping that just on the inner corner, basically, of the lower lash line. Just right here, and then buffing it a little bit underneath the black liner, just to kind of open the eye up a little bit. Also going to apply it to the inner corner of the eye, just kind of connecting everything all together. I'm actually gonna take that same pencil brush on Vinyl, which was that gray shade that we used as our transition. And I'm going to use this to further blend out the lower lash line on the outer corner, just so everything is a little bit more smoked out versus harsh. And then I'm going to dip into Enigma, which is the blue, and I want to add a little bit of that to the lower lash line as well, just a tad to make it look a little more navy. I'm just going to dust away any fallout with the powder brush, and then I'm going to add some lower lash mascara. I'm just going to use the same exact mascara. I probably should have done this before, but I didn't. I'm going to use the Profusion Cosmetics Sparkling Eyeliner. I used this in the video where I tried out this palette and I really liked it. And since it's a silver glitter and we're doing a silver look, I'm just going to add a little bit of glitter just to like the inner part of the eyelid right here. And this glitter is quite uncomfortable while it dries. So I'm gonna just sit like this for a minute. Maybe gonna dry it with a fan too. All right, let's go into the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It Bronzer on my bronzer brush, and I'm just gonna add some warmth to the skin because I feel like I need it. Bronzer always makes everything better. I'm just gonna go ahead and warm up the entire face, going from the forehead into the hairline, around the cheeks, down the jaw, and also down the neck. For blush, I think I'm gonna go into the CoverGirl True Blend Blush because this will just give me like a hint of pink, which is what I feel like would look best with this kind of look. So I'm just adding that to the apples of the cheeks and brushing it backward toward the temples. I almost forgot my highlighter. Be right back. So for this look, I think I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter. This is the Nikki Tutorials version. And I'm just going to apply that to the high points of the face. Since we're going kind of silvery, I want my skin to be glowing like an ice queen, okay? I'm just going to take some down the center of the nose. Cupid's bow. And I'm gonna pop a tiny bit on the inner corner of the eye and under the brow while we're at it. I'm just removing the foundation that's on my lips. And I want to see how this Flower Beauty Hydra Silk Ultimate Lip Butter looks. This is in the shade Naked Petal. I feel like it's just going to be the perfect, really light nude shade for this look. Yes, I think I love that. I think it's perfect. I love to press it into the lips with my finger. That just gives it the effect that I personally really like. All right, let's assess the situation, my friends, aka add more bronzer. Just kind of to the forehead area, down the neck a little more. I'm gonna take the powder brush that we were using and just buff over everything so there's no like harsh lines anywhere. My hair back here is going crazy. And I also want more blush just to liven up the cheeks a little bit more. So I'm gonna take that same CoverGirl blush that we were using and just kind of apply it on the apples of the cheeks to make it more intense. All right, let's lock it in with the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. My fan. I'm just going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder on the areas that I do not want shine throughout the day. So T-zone, basically around the nose, smile lines. Just going to brush up the brows really quickly. Well, I can't find my clear brow gel from the drugstore. I had it. I'll link it down below, but I'm going to use my 24-hour brow setter from Benefit just so I can finish up the video real quick. Well, there you have it, folks. That's my very first silver eye, I'm pretty sure. I don't feel like I've ever done a true smoky eye like this, and I have to say, I really, really like how it turned out. It's much more wearable than I thought it would be. I thought I would look like a complete raccoon, but it actually, I feel like is really, really flattering. My eyes are a little irritated because my eyes don't typically like to be lined around the waterline all the way around, but other than that, I feel like everything looks really nice. This would be perfect for your holiday parties this year. I feel like I might try to wear this to a party. I haven't done a smoky eye like this, but maybe I should wear it out, you know? I just might take that risk this year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the look. Thank you so much for always coming back to my channel and for watching my videos. I seriously love you all so, so much. Let me know in the comments below if you have any more ideas or requests as far as holiday makeup looks or anything else you guys would like to see this month. I always love to hear your feedback. I always want to be creating videos that you guys want to see, so leave that in the comments below. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie. I would love to have you be a part of the family, and you can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed but you want to be a part of the notification squad, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when I upload my videos. So that's it, you guys. This is my look and I really like it. And tag me if you recreate it. I love you all so much and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye.